Hello YouTube, welcome to Racecar Fabrication and Restoration. I'm Ronnie Humphrey along with Buddy back here. We are going to get started on this new project today. We're going to start off with just cleaning it up and look at a couple of other items. So right along with us, let's get started. All right, me and Buddy just in here looking at this car and all the stuff that's got to be done to it. I did talk to the owner this morning. We're going to go ahead and put the four tires. These are dry rotted really bad. They're cracked. If you can see that, it's just full of cracks. So it's not that he's going to be racing or anything, but it'll look better with fresh tires. We're going to roll this thing out. And what do you think, Buddy? Roll it out and just try to blow it off first with an air hose. And we're going to go ahead and...
probably going to take 2 cleanings.
Yeah, it's going to... it may take a couple of cleanings.
It's got a 1/4 inch of dust on it.
Yeah, I've never seen anything. But it was up there in their machine shop. But that gets a lot of dusty surroundings. But we're also going to go ahead and pull the glasses out at some point. But right now, we're just going to start trying to clean it up. So we'll get started on that first. And I'm going to roll it out of the shop before we blow it off. I tell you, that thing's going to make a mess. So let's get that going. Yeah, got some of that crap off of the rotors. I drug the brakes a little bit and it started rolling pretty good. It looks like we're going to have to put some prolow on this. Some of it's coming off, but we'll get the loose stuff off. We're definitely going to use some prolow on it. We'll get it broke loose. That is an old carburetor. It's actually a street carburetor. They've got silicone in all the holes, so they had swapped this carburetor out, but it left a big motor in it. I've got my prolow mixed up here. I'm letting it dissolve. It has to dissolve about 10 minutes, the crystals do, before you use it. So we're going to spray everything off and kind of do a before and after. Look what it does there. It's just all right. We kind of got it coated here good. Go ahead with a little water. See if that makes a difference. I think it's going to make a huge difference.
It runs right off the firewall.
I want to show you something about this prolow. Everywhere I sprayed it, see, it releases the surface tension. You can see where it made contact with the metal and releases. See, I didn't spray it here, and that's the difference. You have to wipe this to get it to come through. So that's why prolow allows you to not have to wipe anything. So that's the difference. That's why we spray it with prolow. I'm surprised the intake even looks better. This is the prolow product that we're using. It's a powder. Our company makes it. And you put it in your pump-up sprayer. It takes 1 scoop, which is 3 ounces. There's a scoop inside the bag. You let it sit for about 8 or 9 minutes for these crystals to dissolve. All you have to do is spray it on and hose off. You don't have to touch anything. We did not touch this at all, and that's the difference. We also have the degreaser. We're going to hit some of these oil lines down here with the degreaser, and that'll take care of that. But there you go. That's what prolow does. A little commercial. I won't charge you for that. All right, looks about 1,000 times better. Buddy got it dried off some with some air, and we're gonna roll it back into the shop and see if we can just get up on the rack. I'm curious about the exhaust. Speaking of the exhaust, I want you to look at the size of the headers. Buddy was just saying, which we know it's a race engine. We found the intake settings there. Got 22 on the intake and 20 on the exhaust. I keep thinking that's 20, maybe 20 both. Usually it's 20, 21, maybe 20 on both of them. It's like they run 30 to 38 degrees timing. The buddy says it very well could be a 14-to-1 motor. So this would be the killer motor back in the day. But I just can't get over the size of the headers. I forgot them things were just such a nightmare. But anyway, let's roll it back in and see if we get up on the rack. I'm real curious about the, make sure the exhaust system is in good shape. So get it back in the shop.
I'm sitting.
Get over that hump. All right, looking at the car here, the good news is the exhaust is very solid. They kind of beat on a little bit to get it
Look at that dirt
in.
under.
Wow, yeah, holy cow. I'm suspicious there may be an oil leak up there because the hoses were really, I don't know, we'll have to get all that clean. There's a lot of motor oil on it. There's no dry shaft loop. That's really not bad, but
They just didn't put it back in
yeah,
there.
they just, yeah, it bolts right here. Shine on this side of the motor up here. Let's see what the, yeah, it's pretty. Got a lot of baked on grease here, but we'll get all that cleaned up. We'll check all the lines. They may just need to be tightened.
But it's an early model
Yeah,
Tex Pal.
Very early. All right, I think the only thing we're gonna do today is pull this carburetor off, and we have to have a kit for it to go through it. So Buddy's gonna get it off, and then we'll run up to ABC. I think we can get a kit for it locally. I can't work on the car today. I'm trying to work on tires. I'm behind on tires. So that's what I'm working on today. This is what I'm doing. I'm trying to get some tires done. Had a rush on tires here the last couple of days. So I'm trying to get some more grooved and get ahead because I'm supposed to sell some more next week. It takes me about 30, 40 minutes to do a tire from start to finish. I got to grind them, then we got to groove them, got to cross groove them, then you got to sipe them. So it takes a little while. See if we can get this one all the way across. At least the good thing is so cold today, at least my hands are getting warmed up by the grooving iron. So that's a good thing. It's a slow process. As you can see behind me, we've got a lot of tires done already. But as soon as they come by them, you got to replace the ones you sold immediately. Buddy said, there it is. Buddy said the carburetor was stuck. He wasn't lying.
It's been on there so long, it did not want to come off.
Done glued to it. There it is.
Gasket come with it.
Yep. Well, that's part one of the rebuild. Yeah, look how bad his gaskets are. So this carburetor it has not been apart in a long time. I wonder if we ought to soak it, get some.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it all apart. It's you can
Yeah.
see where it's been on fire,
Yeah.
backfired.
Yeah, that means the power valve is definitely gone. Do we? So you want to just buy a can of that soak? I know ABC will have that. We need to let it soak for a couple days. All right. All right, we've got our cross grooves in this one. Now I've got to come back and put my small blocks in there. And then we still have to sipe it. This is what it'll look like when we're done. But it's a process. Like I say, it takes about 30, 40 minutes to get one done. We're getting there. Swapped to our other gun now. Got a smaller blade in it. Just do a cross hatch here. They got a machine that'll do this for you, but I don't know how expensive it is. More than I want to pay, I know that much. I've got a lot of money invested in this right here, in the dyno and the grooving machine, tire prep machine. Got about $5,500 in my tools already. Okay, we got our little small blocks done now. So we're not gonna actually sipe this time. We're actually going to buff it again with a rough buff. I call it a rough buff. So we'll do that, and we'll size it and go to the next one. In case you're wondering, that's a bad boy right there. Looks like nails and spikes. All right, the last thing we're gonna do, we're gonna size it. So I can let people know what their stagger is. 83 1/4. All right, now that we have the stagger set, take everything back apart. There you go. Now they can shop by tire size. That's how you take an asphalt F45, turn it into a dirt tire. Okay, Buddy's got the carburetor in 1,000 pieces. Here's a list number we need for the parts, and he's already found with it. This is they had a plug on there
For a vacuum hose,
yeah,
for a
vacuums.
street carburetor.
So obviously it was cracked, but he tapped that, and we put a bolt in there, so that'll stop forever now. It won't be an issue. But it just needs to be soaked. I'm going to run up to ABC and go get a little gallon of that stuff and set all the pieces in there. I can't remember. Don't you leave it in there for like just 24 hours, I think? I can't remember.
I leave it a couple hours or whatever, and that and B12 and, or, brake clean.
Yeah, so anyway, but it ain't nothing can't be fixed. Well, we're going to call it a day. Didn't get a whole lot done on the car. We got some stuff done. This brace was totally broken off here, so we put a new brace on it. We got to straighten the bottom one. And we had to fix one over here that was bent on the bottom as well. We got the body pushed out where it's supposed to be. Of course, we got the carburetor apart, and we're going to get the soak for it. And I'll try to do that tomorrow after church. But there you go. At least we got started, got the tires off of it. and I've got the new stickers ready to go on. And I'm actually going to go to a local tire shop up here. Since they have the tubes in here, they got a better tire machine than I do to try to get that. The sidewalls are so tough to get that, get bowl it up enough to get the tubes out. I may try one. I'm probably going to get the tire store to do those for me. But anyway, okay, well, that's where we're at. And we're going to dog it off here. Well, that wraps up another busy Saturday here in the shop. Most of my time was wrestling this tire machine today. I got to get my inventory built back up. Sold too many tires this week, and I'm trying to stay ahead of the game. I want to keep 100 tires in here at all times. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button. We'll see you next time on Racecar Fabrication and Restoration. God bless you. You take care.